All right, this is part two, y'all. So, yeah, look at these government agents. This, as I was saying before, this look like a scene out of the movie Bushwick, and we know that the the National Guard and ICE agents and whatever other militia that Donald Trump decides to send over, because he might hire private militias to come in uh, and do certain things. Because look, I believe they have like 1 million or so troops, but we have like 300 million citizens here in Babylon the Great. So he's gonna have to hire more troops in order for, like, when martial law is established due to that food shortage or that famine that's gonna happen abruptly. So let's get second address. What's that? 6 and I want to say 17. I'm about to find out. No, that wasn't 17, but we about to go to it. It says, and suddenly hurricane. You finish. All right, it's coming up. It's in here we go. This is second Ezra chapter 6 and 22, and it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, because due to them having a lack of benefits due to the EBT being cut off and all of that, right? They're gonna go in, and Jake has already been saying it. Let me see if I go to TikTok. Jake has already been saying it, that they're going to let me see, food stamps. They're going to go crazy during this time. And I'm not sure why my internet is doing what it's doing, y'all. So Salakia.
The administration will be taking away EBT next month. Yes, that's right. No food stamps next month. How do I feel about it? I don't care. But let me tell you why before you get your panties in a bunch. Let me explain myself. Number one, this is coming from a woman who was pretty much homeless and disabled, and my state still wouldn't give me food stamps. So I didn't get rich until this year.
All right, that's not what I'm trying to. But basically, where was it at? Where they was showing that these women said that they was gonna go crazy if they didn't get their food stamps. No, this ain't it. But anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that because I'm on a time-based recording. But suddenly the storehouses will become empty, and it's going to come because Jake is going to try to go and steal the food that they once was getting through food stamps. They're going to go into these stores and Walmarts and try to steal them, and not knowing that this is a part of Esau's plan, because he wants you to get to a desperate state so that he can implement martial law. And from that martial law, that's when all of a sudden all of these storehouses and everything is going to be empty. You're not going to be able to just go and do what you want to do. So it's going to affect those who had benefits, and those who didn't, who was not on those EBT benefits, because neither one of you all are going to have anything to eat. So that's the part where people is not really understanding. They're kind of looking at it as, oh, well, it don't have nothing to do with me. It's people who got EBT, they got to worry about that. I pay cash, remind, I go to work. No, hey, it's not going to matter, because the people who has EBT and they go and start fucking shit up in them stores, they are going to penalize everybody. They don't know who got it and who don't. They can't just scan you to see who got the shit and who don't. In the future, they will be. They MOTB, but as of right now, no. So they're just going to shut it down and start regulating things, and it's going to get terrible, out here. And people are going to really see what it is. And then from that martial law, when they start shutting shit down, it's going to force people into their homes where if they didn't stack up for, I guess, however much time Yahweh shall have us locked down like that. But if they didn't stack up, they're going to go hungry, and they're going to start resorting to breaking into their neighbors' homes so that they can eat, which is in 2nd Esdras 16, and I believe it was like 70. Hold on, let me go to the 70. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods," right? Because that's what's going to end up happening. They're going to waste and take away their goods, the food and everything that they had, and cast them out of their houses. So when they're in their homes, people are going to be cast out of their homes due to people breaking in, trying to get their food, because people are going to lose it. When they don't have nothing to lose, they lose it. Right? Hold on. How much time I got? 7. So I'm going to do this in parts, y'all, but it says, then shall they be, Salakia, verse 72, 2nd Esdras 16 and 72. And it says, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses," right? And it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold and the fire." And we're pretty much about to come up on verse 72. We're in the times of verse 72 where they're going to be wasting and taking away the goods, right? And then verse 73 will be fulfilled right after that, because it's going to be the time where we're going to be tried. All right. And what scripture was that? And I believe it was in verse 6. And it was in verse 6. And it says, all right, here we go. So let's go back to 2nd Esdras chapter 6. And it says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." And that's what's going to end up happening, because they're going to be looking for food, they ain't going to be able to find it. "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." Because now this is going into, this could be going to the nuclear explosion that's about to happen, but verse 24 is what I kind of wanted to get at. It said, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The spring of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." Oh, this is going into the nuclear destruction, y'all. But whoso remaineth from all these. This is not the scripture I was looking for. I was looking for, "and they shall." Probably too far into the scripture, y'all. But we're going to start at 2nd Esdras 16 and 17. What time is it? We're going to try to get it fast. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, we are in verse 18. The beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear